And by Talo Lineno, Kunisnes, Equalai, Iabo, Ibo Media, Bo Eba Snewateluno, Yabo, Yankili, and the Yonyo, Dinukumpa, Bastama Kifene Mena, an Igbo Nine, and Igbo community, and Bastama Kiena, Ngorowe, nke Igbo maka mkpagbu na akpagbu ndị Igbo erika. Mana ya bụ ife bụ ya wetara unu ụbọchị nke taata anụwa bụ ụbọchị nke akara aka ka anyị na-akpọ ya. Ya bụ gbasara maka ihe Biafran Prime Minister bụ Maazị Simon Ekpa kwugasị n'iru akwụkwọ dị iche iche nke anyị na-ama njebe akpọba afọ ya oge ugbu a. Ọ kọwawa ya, ọ ya mere ga-eji tiiru ya n'iru akwụkwọ a ka unu gee ya bụ ife, unu ga-esia ya, unu adrọpụrụ anyị, unu ekwuo ihe unu chere n'ụdị nke unu gbasara maka ihe ndị a niile Biafran Prime Minister kwuru n'iru akwụkwọ dị iche iche. Over to you, sir.
Is doing. That history is what I and the entire cabinet and the supporters and sponsors are making today. As the fight for equality of women continued as far back as 1900, one of the leading feminist activists called Pankhurst incited a meeting to rebellion. Pankhurst was quoted by Nelson Mandela as supporting their militancy rebellion against apartheid. She said in a meeting, "I incite this meeting to rebellion." This particular stand by Emmeline Pankhurst is similar to a radical feminist message, that of militant protest and action. In her speech, she was made and become the leader of this Women's Social and Political Union. She herself set that particular union up in October 1912. And it stirred up the passion of all who heard it. Amongst other things, Pankhurst Welcome back. We apologize for that interruption in the stream. as the fight for equality of women continued from 1900, one of the leading feminist activists called Pankhurst incited a meeting to rebellion. This speech, though not quite a famous one in freedom fighting, not to be compared to a very popular one, Death of Freedom. The speech was made to the Women's Social and Political Union, which Emmeline Pankhurst herself set up in October 1912, and stirred up the passion of all those who heard it. Amongst other things, Pankhurst urged her supporters to be militant in their own way and to do whatever they can to express their militancy. Protests in the House of Commons, smash windows and express your anger and attack the sacred idol of property. She explained that because the militancy of Baptists had helped to bring about change back then, the suffragette must also adopt radical tactics of civil disobedience. Her last word, though, and perhaps the most powerful one, to rapturous applause and cheers in the auditorium, Pankhurst finished by exclaiming, "I incite this meeting to rebellion," and addressing the movement, "Take me if you dare, but this isn't just a foolhardy rhetoric." Many suffragettes spent time in prison for their actions, and a larger number of them went on hunger strike whilst behind bars. So, whatever the government does to her, Pankhurst declared, "You will not keep me in the prison," making her speech more than just a radical call to arms, but an open defiance of the government oppression. This defiance went on for 2 more years until the outbreak of World War I, when many suffrage women and the movement dedicated themselves toward the war effort. It was at that end of the war, in 1918, that the first women from 8.4 million of them got the vote in the United States, in the United Kingdom. I want you people to understand the evolution of freedom that all of you enjoy today, that people paid price. Many, including the government, did not believe in the vision, and I call them the visionary leaders of this world. Every freedom fighter is a visionary leader. Vision carriers. We see tomorrow, we see years to come, and after we are gone, our world will become law to those that are still alive. That is exactly the way it is. Everything we do today will become your law, because we see the future that the idiotic and the buffoon leaders of today could not see. Corrupt leaders who only interested in their selfish interests, who only interest and nothing else. So we see beyond human comprehension. Just like today, we build and unveil Biafra army because we know that in this 2024, Nigeria will be at war. The Islamists will be everywhere killing Nigerians. Today, only in Biafra land that they are not killing. Our security challenges in Biafra is state-sponsored, state agent, and state police and military in uniform. These are the security challenges that Biafra people are facing today. Not terrorists from Sahel. They don't dare to come. We control our territory. And we deal with them whenever we want. Now our focus is on the legitimization of Nigeria. A vision that Simon Ekpa and the Biafra government saw, including Mazen Amdekano, saw it many years ago. These are visionary leaders that carries vision and want to use it to change their life or the life of their people before it is late. Evolution of freedom. The evolution of freedom, and someone must take the lead. The Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile is taking that bullet today. And I will take the bullet for Biafra all the way to Biafra freedom and on your behalf. I want us to look at Gandhi. One of the most famous and important speech of Gandhi is Quit India. Quit India. It played a central role in the Quit India movement, which helped to gain India independence from Britain. In the speech, Gandhi reinforced his commitment to pacifism and non-violence. A non-violent soldier of freedom will covet nothing for himself. He fights only for the freedom of his country. He also declared that once independence has been won, it will be the people of India to decide democratically who rule their country. He expressed his wish for equal freedom for all and Indian independence, but he encouraged his supporters not to hate the British people, only to hate British imperialism. He went on to say, we must therefore purge ourselves of hatred, because hatred can never bring about justice. Instead, the Indian independence movement must be a friend to the British, whilst also fighting for the freedom of their country. Only then will their 1922 trial. Trial. people. He described the struggle of his countrymen for independence as one of tears, fire, and blood. This struggle Lumumba went on should make them profoundly proud because it was a noble and just struggle that put an end to the humiliating bondage imposed on us by force, just like the Biafra people are going through it today. His countrymen had suffered. They were insulted, just like the Biafra people, simply because of the color of their skin. They were, as he said, treated as second-class citizens, just like the Biafra people can never be president in Nigeria. Living in tumble-down straw huts, whilst the white Europeans live in magnificent houses in the Congo's city. But all of this had passed. The Congo regained its independence, and in that freedom, Lumumba was determined to show the world what the black man can do, just like many of us in Biafra liberation are saying today. Their country would be the center of radiance of the whole of Africa. They would establish new just laws, put an end to discrimination, and strive for a peace of courage and goodwill. Lumumba plan constituted a truly inspiring, hopeful vision. But sadly, a year after Congo's independence, Lumumba was killed by troop loyal to the army chief, and his dream for Congo never become reality. Those of you in Biafra land that are waiting to become the Congo Army Congo, or those army of Congo in Biafra land, you will be eliminated in due time by the true patriotic forces. You will never have a place in Biafra land. The Congo army will never have a place in Biafra land after independence of Biafra has been restored. Fellow Biafrans, I can go on and on and on, making references to the evolution of freedom, how men and women shaping the world that we all enjoy today by their sacrifice and selfless services to their people. Of course, I cannot end this great speech today and address to the Biafra people as we are making progress without making reference to Martin Luther King Jr. in his speech, I Have a Dream. King started by describing the miracles of the segregation of the chains of discrimination under which African American has suffered for so many years, despite their supposed emancipation. He refers to the Declaration of Independence as a bad check. As far as black people were concerned, in that their unalienable right of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness had never been upheld. But Martin Luther
And the by Dalon Linno, only if Conisi, when I saw any many rock one opasinketa, as a copasinketa malonum, I think which query zero, and the cosidi, and the kindle if I be a prime minister Kuni Rockwa, Zoduki be a bo, a earbo, Ibo media, Kaisiko when you tell Nukozia do Kemba, Geniki when you pasta Makaya be fair. Kabaroke drop on your comment, your own suggestion. Ni endani ne Biafran Prime Minister Kuni Rockwa. Thank you so much and stay tuned at Ibo Media. Daro no munem kemesian.